Hello and welcome to A Cat in the Garden. We have had the craziest week here in Texas. We have been having an ice storm for 3 days straight now. It's been kind of crazy. The temperature isn't too terribly cold. It stayed around 29-30 degrees. I had to cover my plants outside though because it's been a kind of a prolonged freeze, even though it's not a deep freeze. So I just wanted to be extra cautious to make sure they're okay. We couldn't leave our house for a couple days, but we did have power the whole time, which I know a lot of people down south in Texas didn't have. So feeling very grateful, but I think we're at the tail end of it now. It's switched over to rain this morning and the temperature is in the high 30s. So I am a lot happier. I can kind of relax about it more, leave the house, get some groceries, things like that. But anyway, this one has not been outside in a few days. And if you know anything about Nutmeg, his favorite thing in the whole world is going outside. So I'm really looking forward to letting him outside once the storm blows over. But that is why there probably won't be any outdoor gardening videos for a week or two, just because I literally can't do anything out there and everything has been covered the entire week. But that is why today I'm going to be showing you all my Anthurium collection. There's not a lot of them. I'm kind of just getting into them because I don't have the highest humidity in the world, and I know a lot of them like really high humidity, but I do have some really cute ones. So I'm gonna show them to you all. First, I'm gonna show you one of my baby ones because I love them when they're tiny. They're so cute. So this one here is Anthurium villaneorum. I actually had a bigger one of these at one point from a chalk, but it didn't really do too well. I think because I wasn't growing it in moss, honestly. They really seem to like the extra moisture and humidity from the moss. But this guy is literally adorable. He's a little bit caloric. I don't know if you can see on the biggest leaf there. There is a new one on the way, which I hope will look better. But I did have him a little bit too close to grow lights at first, and now he's a natural light, so he should be doing a bit better. But he's super cute. The veins are starting to come in, and that's really what I love about baby Anthuriums, is that you can really see a good change in the leaves over time. So that is villaneorum. The next one, this is my Anthurium Bessier, and it's got a beautiful new leaf coming in. She's really gorgeous, and this one just came in a month ago, so I'm really surprised by the growth because I got her last summer and she did not grow whatsoever, and actually lost all but this one of her leaves, which doesn't look great, but it's hanging on. And I had her, I think, in a different situation from this, I'm not sure, but I put her in here, moss with some cocoa chips, perlite, a layer of perlite at the bottom, and she just kind of decided this winter she wanted to grow. I don't really know why, but I'm happy about it, and this leaf is literally gorgeous. Look at that. Yeah, she's stunning. And I don't know if she's Bessier Affinity or Bessier. It was sold to me as just Bessier. Don't really know how all of that completely works with Anthuriums because there are so many hybrids out there. But either way, she's super cute, and I was able to get her locally, which is even better because I'm very scared to have Anthuriums shipped to me. Next, I'm going to show you all. I have two of these. So one looks a lot better than the other, this one here. But I have two of these little queen Anthuriums. That's the newest leaf there. This one is also really caloric and sunburnt, but the newest leaf, since putting these in natural lighting, is much better, I think. Yeah, it doesn't look caloric at all. So basically it got sunburnt. And I didn't think I had them that close to the lights, but I guess Anthurium like a bit of a darker situation. So, not mad about it. If I don't have to use grow lights on every plant that I own, that's okay with me. I know a lot of people say that Queen Anthuriums specifically are really finicky, and other than the lighting issue, I really haven't had a problem growing these. They've been really nice. The leaves have been sizing up really fast. When I got even this one, I know it's smaller, the leaves were like maybe this big. This is the oldest leaf out. And this one, actually, the leaves were smaller than this when I got it. So I've had this one, I got both of these last year, but I got this one, I want to say in like October, and it's grown quite a lot since then. It's been really fast. Should probably put it in a bigger cup soon. I don't know if you can see, but they root really well in moss. They just really like the extra humidity, so I just fertilize it because it's not soil, so I make sure that it's well fertilized, and other than that, they have a good time. So this is my biggest Anthurium, but it has never grown for me. And this is Anthurium polkachensi. I think that's how you say it. And it did give me a flower, and I collected pollen from it, but I have never had another one flower because they're all tiny Anthuriums. So it's just in my freezer. I don't really know what to do with it, but I have it. I have a little bit. And I would really like it to grow for me because it's super cute. It reminds me of Villaneorum, but a little bit longer. And I think narrower leaves from what I remember from my bigger Villaneorum that I had. But it's super cute. I really wish it would just grow. I have it, it's the only one in my Mills book cabinet, but I have it kind of shaded. And I really like it. I like the texture. It's definitely thick and a bit more matte, but it still has the silvery veins. And I really like that from Anthuriums. I like when they're velvety or they're matte. And I do really like how thick the leaves are, because I feel like some of the philodendrons and the alocasias and the epipremnums, they don't really have these thick leaves. And I wish I could have you like feel it through the screen, but if you ever get to see an Anthurium like this in person, just feel the leaves. They're so thick and beautiful. This one has a tiny bit of cosmetic damage, but it's just so pretty. And if you have any tips on getting it to grow, I would appreciate it, because he's lived in here for a while now, and there looks like to be a little growth point, but it's not doing anything. So I don't know. Not an Anthurium expert, not trying to be, but that is my big boy. And I have one more that I can show you, and it might be my favorite. Let's take the tag out. This is my Anthurium crystallinum. I believe I showed it in a recent video, but this leaf I think is finally done growing now. It's huge. The leaf right before that was this one. So the size jump was literally insane on this leaf. I don't really know what happened. Maybe it was the fertilizer. I'm not mad about it. I'm very happy about it actually, because this is gorgeous. And this is another one. The leaves aren't quite as thick as the polkachensi, but they're not thin. They're really pretty. So this one I am very happy about. It is completely rooted in this cup here, so I might have to give him a bigger home soon. If you can see here, oh no, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's new roots shooting out from some of the nodes as well. So very well rooted, very happy. I call this one my ramen noodle because of Anthuriums. They have a lot thicker noodle-like roots. So this is my little ramen noodle. Not so little anymore, but I love her. She's great. But she might be the thumbnail. She's very nice. So that is my last Anthurium. If there's any Anthuriums that kind of look like this that you think I should get, you should totally let me know, because I love them and I'm actually looking for more. I have them in my soccer greenhouse, which I did a kind of a DIY with you guys to increase the humidity, and some of these, like this one, are outgrowing it, so I'm looking for some new babies to put in there. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with us, checking out all of my Anthuriums today. If you like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up down below and subscribe so you don't miss anything from me and my kitties. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.